Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Minnesota Varsity League stream. I am your host, Skeptor, and joining me on this lovely Monday, none other than Epiphany. How are you doing today, good sir?
I'm doing good, Skep. Excited to get these Rocket League games underway. We had a fiery week number one, some close games, some more distant ones, and now we're going to see how things go with the three that we have on the board today. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, right? We got three awesome games lined up for you guys today. We are kicking off our stream with St. John's Prep taking on a new coming school to Mnvl, St. Michael Albertville. They are coming in at a 1-0 start to their season,
Okay.
taking on SJP, a very well-known school here. They've been around
Yeah.
Mnvl. I mean, as long as MNVL's been around, right? So they have started out with the 0-1, so they're looking to bounce back here, Epiphany. We don't have too much information on St. Michael Albertville, but I mean, starting out the season with a win, you got to think that they're going to be able to, carry on that winning fashion here today.
Yeah, St. Michael Albertville trying to get the first one on the board. We'll see how they decide to do it, considering, like you said, we don't know a whole lot about them, but what we do know is they are out 1-0. They are starting things off strong, so there's potential here, obviously, for them to try and get another one on the board, which, talk about a good start, that is definitely the one that you want to have. And when it comes to the side of SJP, like you said, very well-known team, you want to try to live up to that name in some ways. So you want to try to find a way to get that first one on the board. Obviously, like, we don't really know, like, off the top of our head the previous matchups here, and we don't know where everybody's at just yet, so we can't really make a full-fledged prediction. But of course, St. Michael Albertville coming into this one with that 1-0, so maybe you'd give them the edge, maybe not. I don't know.
I know St. Michael Albertville played against Annandale for their first match of the season. So
Annandale. Okay.
Annandale. And I believe that St. Michael Albertville came out in a 3-0 fashion in that
Oof.
matchup. So they started out the season on the right note. So 3-0 is we've seen lots of close 3-0s in the past here at MNVL, especially in Rocket League. It's a deceiving number, that 3-0. Sometimes the series can play out a lot closer than that number
Yeah.
gives it credit for. So, we'll have to kind of see. I think both these teams are coming in with a fresh mindset, right? It is only week 2. You're still in the early phases of your season. So every kind of win that you can find counts, right? Because everybody's playing for state in the long run.
Yeah, I think you said it perfectly. Every win counts. Every single one is important. That seeding for state, and even just to make it to state overall is very important. So these early wins on the board before those teams start to really heat up, make some changes, start to adapt, I think they are increasingly important when it comes to the overall well-being of your score overall in the season. So I think getting those wins on the board first is very important in case you have some bumps in the road later on as you're trying to adapt to what other teams are doing. So a strong start is definitely what.
For sure. Folks, that is our first matchup. I can go ahead and preview our following game 2. We will be featuring Shakopee taking on North. That is a squad that took home some hardware in our last season of 2s. We'll have to see if they can kind of rekindle that magic that they were able to possess. It is a brand new ball game,
Yep.
to put it quite literally, in the 3-on-3 scene. So we'll have to see how things shake out for them. And then to close out our day, we will be featuring Irondale taking on Totino Grace. So another set of well-known teams here at Rocket League. I think it's going to be a great set of games here today. I think that each and every single series is going to deliver. So I think Rocket League fans and MNVL fans alike should have their hands full. So get the snacks now before we get into it, because we are just a few moments away from kicking off week 2 Rocket League action.
Yeah, and I think when you look at that last matchup, the Irondale Totino Grace, that's an interesting one. Two teams that are 1-0 looking to get another one on the board, another one going to suffer that 1-1 position. So already you can see some of these examples where teams are going to start contesting each other's score lines. So we'll see how things go with that matchup. As of course, like we were talking about earlier, you get that first one on the board that is such big momentum, and now it's going to be slowed to a halt for one of these teams going into that matchup. So that's kind of the storyline to look at there, is what are they going to do moving forward to adapt from that? And another team going to be riding the high of going 2-0 going into week 3. So curious to see how that will go. But it's time to kick off our game number 1, SJP versus the new kids on the block, STMA. Let's get after it.
Looking into things early, we have St. John's Prep in the blue and St. Michael Albertville featured in the red. Nice opening shot.
Yeah, and you can see, already that ball presence moving over towards that SJP side. Some definite good air coming through as well, but look at Tacti. Going to try to find his way forward over towards that STMA goal. You got Clue as well, looking to line things up. It's getting close now. As I was talking about, that lineup, so important. Tacti might have been the one to do with the defense, and not quite the angle there, though, for STMA. See if it's going to be enough right now just to keep that ball over towards that STMA side for SJP if they want to try to get it in. Taking shots at the goal, but still not much angles that you can get onto the goal just yet. But like you said, good pressure on.
Yeah. Like what I'm seeing in the opening sequences here. St. John's Prep, another attempt at the goal here. Clue not quite going to get the shot off, but now a quick turnaround. St. Michael with a chance.
SJP quickly moving things over. It's an open goal. Nobody there for the defense. Tacti able to get that one to roll right on in. As Dylan, not much you can do right there. Tacti, beautiful shots with the gates, able to help things out. It's going to be a nice goal for SJP to kick things off. And now we have a minute expired on the clock, 3.5 just about left to go. We'll see if STMA can get one on the board already, trying to put things in jeopardy. And as I say that, SJP quickly back in control.
Another shot attempt here from Clue. Nice save coming at the last second. A bit of a double commit. We'll see if they can recover in time. Not going to happen. Tacti finds his second of the match. A beautiful finish on this shot. Beautiful aerial. Gets up top and tucks it right corner. You see it barred down. That's just as the doctor drew it up.
Yeah, clinical, honestly. That's one way to kick things off with another 2 there on the board. 2-0 lead for SJP over STMA as they look to find another one. It's going to be Shadow. Trying to keep
nice shot.
Defense up, and no dice on that. Kaditrik's able to find the goal easily. Shadow tries to go for the interception there, and if he was able to do it, would have been so big, but then you got your players just not near that goal at all. No accuracy, the mechanics just too well there. STMA able to get it in.
It's awesome. That gives St. Michael Albertville their first goal of this set. Now only putting them down 1, and I don't know what's happening at the goal there. A bit of a misdrop, perhaps. Recovers in time to make that stop, though. A nice shot coming off that. A little bit off, though.
Yeah, but look at the speed coming through the boost. Clue able to move things over towards this orange goal. It's nice looking shot. A bit likely, close, maybe. Rebound. Oh, it is right, almost in. Oh, the flurry of players on the goal. And eventually, you're able to find a way to just get the push over that you need to find the ball into the goal. There are 3 orange cars in there, but none of them quite able to keep things at bay.
Yeah.
A good compensation right there.
That was absolutely gnarly. Epiphany. It ends up going to Tacti to Decacti, getting the hat trick already. And, he ended up getting bumped into the ball there. One of the defenders ended up bumping him right into it. That's how much of a traffic jam was out in front of that goal.
Yeah, now we move things over. There's this blue goal already off the bat. STMA. Possible momentum here. Predictor. See if he can roll the dice in his favor. Not quite. So far, SJP. Good defense. Let's see if they're able to move things along. So far, so good for Shadow. He's trying to do just that. Carrying this ball over towards the goal. A little bit of defense from STMA, but Clue to line things up. It could go right in. No, the top side is able to block it, but maybe Tacti is able to be the one to take things. Not quite. Back on over towards the SJP side we go.
Uh-oh. That's troublesome. Doesn't quite land it. A big opportunity for St. Michael Albertville. Back the other way. Epiphany, this is a high-paced game so far. Both these teams are trying to bring it, but currently down 2, St. Michael Albertville. Gonna have to pull this one together. They can't afford to give St. John's Prep anything. Nice attempt.
Oof, good defense though. Gonna be tacky.
Oh, what a shot!
Um,
What a shot. Quite unlucky that it didn't go the way of St. Michael Albertville there. Now with just over a minute left on the clock, Epiphany. Things looking good for SJP.
So far, so good. SJP 3-1. 58 seconds on the board. I've had a bit of freeze on my end, Skep. I don't know about you, but nonetheless,
Yeah.
SJP trying to find something, and uh, we'll just kind of talk about what's been going on. I'm here. We had an OBS crash. Stream might not even be able to hear us. I believe that's the case. So here we go. Stream
Okay.
can hear.
Stream can hear.
Okay.
Sweet. So trying to get that, not too big of a worry. I think we'll get that sorted out in no time. Meanwhile, game plan, St. John's Prep up 2 goals, 58 seconds left. You're thinking you just got to keep it out of your defensive zone, right, Epiphany? Don't allow any excess in scoring chances, right? Because you got that kind of insurance goal when you're up 2. And really, I mean, we'll have to see. You know, it's tough not being able to see or know what's going on, but I don't know. 4-1 currently. So they added to the insurance.
They
So now
added
things
to it. Yeah.
sitting nicely for St. John's.
I mean,
Ooh,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you could consider that one goal that was gotten by the other side like a fluke, maybe, maybe not. I feel like it was pretty good, but overall, I think you look at St. John's, they've been doing a very good job on this game. Number one, dominant setups, good control of that side of the field. I feel like that ball majority of the time over towards that orange. So I think that is exactly what you need. And now we're
wow.
back in. Suddenly STMA with 3, but you've only got 6 seconds left on the board there, and then you get another one in.
This is quite the turn. So 6 seconds is plenty of time off the bat of a kickoff here, Epiphany. We'll have to see if they get a favorable roll. They do again. This time it's contested 50 airborne. Keep it in the air if possible. Not going to happen. Wow.
Yeah, close call right there, but that gives you hope, of course. We'll see if they're able to find a way to get another one on the board here going into this next game. Considering the fact that they really started to ramp things up there at the end, so it gives me hope that STMA can definitely do it. But SJP, you know, a great start, of course. They're able to start things off a bit dominant, and then maybe a little bit of slacking there towards the end. STMA starting to turn things up a bit. I have a feeling this game, too, might be a little bit closer.
Yeah, man, it felt like some late fireworks there towards the last few seconds. STMA find 2 of their 3 goals legit in the final 20, if not 15 seconds there. So a crazy last flurry of seconds there from them. And hopefully they can kind of ride that morale into game number 2 here, Epiphany. They're down 1, so they got to figure out a way to punch back into this series. You really dread those 2-0 starts in a BO5, so you want to avoid that one at all costs. I'm really hoping that St. Michael Albertville can punch back here and give St. John's Prep a little bit of a fight in this series, right? And get one back. We'll see, though.
Yeah, and, you know, they're the ones with the 1-0, right, in the season so far. So we'll see if they're going to find a way to try to get that to 2. Obviously, that is, of course, their goal going into this. So we'll see if they're able to keep things 1-1. Then you start to, you know, maybe see that skill level being a little bit more on the same kind of tide when it comes to SJP and STMA. But SJP, we know how good they are. We'll see if they're able to close things out in 3. But first off, game 2 already off the bat. Ball in the control of Shadow, and now over towards midfield.
That was a big scoring chance for Clue and St. John's Prep right off the rip. And it's Tacti who's going to open up the scoring again, Epiphany. I can't say that we're probably surprised, right? Like, had the hat trick in the opener. St. John's Prep getting used to seeing Tacti Decacti opening things up for them.
Yeah, definitely the guy that's always getting those goals on the board. You love to see it. We'll see if that's going to continue to be an upward trend in his favor, or at least stagnant. You just find a way to consistently get the goals when you need to, but nonetheless, 30 seconds on the board or off the board already. And that's going to be a goal for the side of SJP. A good start, but Clue trying to move things on over
Good
the
shot.
ball. It's looking perfect for a goal. Predictrix able to find the way to get it in.
Man, this is a tough play. Clue tries to cut out in front of your goal. That is a dangerous spot to force a turnover play. Kaditrix slides in, and the slow roll goes in St. Michael Albertville's favor. We got a 1-1 game.
1-1 now. We'll see what SJP, STMA can show for us in
Good
this
chance.
next 4 minutes here, as already ball moving over towards that SJP side. STMA looking to apply the pressure here. Tacti, though, that's the guy we've been talking about, looking to keep things in control of his own. Clue, all you, buddy. He's able to get it. Now ball over towards that orange side. The back and forth continues. The pendulum continues to swing. Now Tacti finding a way to get things in his favor. As so far, SJP just trying to find the right setup to get things moving over towards that orange side.
Big
If
demo.
the demo comes through, that's going to help things out a little bit here.
Danger.
As that blue goal in jeopardy.
Yeah, you got to keep that ball out. You see St. John's Prep collapsing on that. Good clearing chance for Clue here. Plays it down into opposition's corner nicely. Now keeping the ball in the danger spot for Orange. Last second cleared demo for St. John's Prep. And still on the offensive. Epiphany. Pressure on both sides right now.
Pressure being applied very, very consistently from both sides, as you just said. And that's probably why we're at 3 minutes, 1 apiece. But we'll see who's going to start to ramp things up. This one's looking a lot closer than it did initially. And yeah, Clue going to try to do anything that he can to keep solid defense. And my goodness, the ball soars over towards that orange side. But then good defense comes through. It's going to be to Kaditrix. Trying to find a way to get another one in. The aerial shots coming through as well. But so far, no dice. Kaditrix, though. So far, he has not disappointed in that department, but now it's just all about getting another one on the board to take that lead.
Ooh, what a scoring chance. I love these passing setup plays that we're seeing from STMA, but so far, St. John's Prep doing a nice job getting in, causing disruption in the middle of that field, Epiphany, and kind of disallowing that scoring chance from coming to fruition. So we'll have to see. 2 minutes about left on this clock. Next goal is going to be quite crucial.
Going to be very crucial. I completely agree. This is where it really will start to come down to the wire, where it's going to start to be do or die for the team that doesn't get it. And Dylan, he's prepping it well, but again, the angle just not quite there. Here's Clue towards the left side, looking to move things along as quick as possible. And while this might be exactly what you need, you just line things up towards that center of the goal. Wait for your teammates here, but Dylan able to gain control again. Just kidding. Tacti now the one to take it, and that is going to be the back and forth that we consistently see between these two teams. That STMA goal in jeopardy, but still Tacti not quite able to line things up just yet.
Yeah, now coming down to crunch time here, Epiphany. Running out of time. A separating goal could make the difference here. But both teams, I mean, combating each other, and this is a really even series. Nice chance. Ooh, shot a little bit high, but look at who's there for the second opportunity. It's Kaditrix, second of the game. What a beautiful finish.
A beautiful finish. I completely agree, and that's going to start to put SJP in a little bit of jeopardy here. They're going to feel that pressure start to mount on them. You got a minute to get a goal on the board or more. This is where things get real important. Got to play that offensive, but don't let another one come through. Otherwise, things get real rough, real quick.
That's a good ball.
It could be a good one. You got to line it up, though. Are you there to do it, Clue? Do you have it? No, the defense coming through. And maybe even not a hit, just quite not there.
Back to Clue now. SJP just over 30 seconds left of time to play with. Down a goal, Epiphany. They're running out of time to make this one happen. Good ball.
And 3 seconds left on that board to go. And SJP, you got to get a move on. You got to start boosting your way towards that goal. Otherwise, it's going to be GG's 1-1 in the series. We'll see what Clue can do off the defense. Boost coming through for Shadow. could be the goals that exactly you need. A nice demo comes through that might help you out. You got 5 seconds to make this happen. You're lining it up if you're tactic, but the defense is there for STMA, and they will take it.
A good finish to that game. STMA find that separating goal that we were talking about there towards the end of that one. And it was the difference maker, right? It was a tight defensive battle fought thoroughly throughout that second game. And in the end, it is that punch back that we were looking for from STMA. They even up this series at 1-1. And I think we're in for some extra games, Epiphany. I mean, almost certainly at this rate, right? It's 1-1. So we're looking for 4 or 5 at this rate.
Yeah, I think we're looking for a game 5 on the docket, possibly. We'll see if that's going to be the case. I think overall, SJP and STMA, they're looking to be at that kind of closer skill level. So we'll see how far things really go, or if SJP maybe just comes out like they did in map number 1 and starts to really kind of steamroll things. Or maybe STMA, the team that's already 1-0, they start to get into form, they start hitting form. Maybe they just didn't have warm up, and now they just need to find a way to get the ball rolling, whatever it may be. I think there's a possibility for both these teams to either steamroll the series or to really play it close till the very end.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these teams really use game 1 as that feeling out process. Game 2s are always the defensive battles, the nitty gritty, low scoring game. And now game 3 is really where one of these teams can step up and kind of take hold of the series, right? We'll see if St. Michael Albertville can ride that momentum from game 2 and push and take the advantage, or if it's going to be that bounce back now from St. John's Prep, like you said, because a lot of teams can kind of use that loss as fuel to kind of pump them back up and get them motivated to come back in and take the next following game. So we'll have to see. Both teams showed a great game 2, and I'm looking forward to game 3.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Let's see how it goes. Time to kick things off. SJP, STMA going for the next bout as they look to find who's going to get the next one on the board to go up 2-1 in the series here, as already off the bat, pressure over towards that STMA goal.
And I wonder how long it's going to take for the scoring to commence in this game here, Epiphany. We are looking forward to it. A lot of scoring opportunities, but not a lot of finishes in the last game. So we'll have to see if the same follows for game 3.
We'll have to see. I mean, I think right now, you look at the state of things, and so far, SJP, they're looking to apply that pressure consistently over towards that STMA goal. You could look at that as a difference from their first time around, where they were maybe playing a little bit less aggressive, playing that back and forth a bit more, but I feel like consistently orange side is where that ball is. As I say that, though, it's going to be a bit of pressure being applied from STMA, but again, the swing goes back over towards that STMA goal, and Clue is lining it up absolutely perfectly. Slow from the top, able to get it right in. Taxi, of course, the one to set it up. Beautiful teamwork there, and just no defense for STMA.
Yeah, it felt like it was only a matter of time for Clue to get onto the board in this series. He's had a lot of scoring opportunities so far. Finally puts one home. Right place, right time, and a nice finish to that. So 1-0 lead for St. John's Prep.
Alrighty, now it's going to be Clue looking to move things over towards another goal on the board. SJP looking to keep dominance flowing in the series, but look at this. Clue, now the lone defender, able to keep things in check. Move things back over towards that STMA goal.
Ooh, big shot. Huge save.
They were so good. He was able to completely save that ball. That was pivotal in order to keep things alive right there, but still, SJP, they're going to continue to do anything they can to keep the pressure going.
Yeah, another big scoring opportunity here. STMA getting St. John's Prep a little bit trapped in their zone. Clue with a big clearing attempt. Trying to track this one down. Not quite going to find the touch on it that he was looking for. Good follow through from Shadow here. It's a bump in his own teammate. A bit of an oopsie. And now a nice takeaway. Dylan setting things up. Scoring chance. Shot goes a little wide.
A little bit wide, and now, I mean, SJP, they're feeling the pressure themselves too, right? You got Kadictrix hitting shots like that, able to get so high up there, get those aerial shots, and That's just going to make it that much more difficult for SJP to keep a solid defense off. And now, I mean, you're just waiting for that opportunity to line up that shot. You're keeping that ball over towards that SJP side. That is obviously going to be what is so important for your success. As STMA, I mean, they're going to do anything they can to try to get a goal on the board, but so far it's been difficult.
That really has been difficult so far. It's been a shutout defensively from St. John's Prep. 1 minute 50 to play here, Epiphany. But St. Michael Mnvl are going to continue to come, right? That's not going to stop. So we'll have to see. They'll have to stay on their toes defensively.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, this is kind of one of those interesting games where, you know, you've got a team that's up 1-0. Of course, that's not dominant, but they're at the same time allowing all this time to pass without STMA scoring. So you wonder, are they just playing that defense game, or are they just still looking for another goal? But STMA is putting up a fight, but just not quite able to get over that edge. Whatever it might be, SJP, I think it's indicative of them looking good. Or either playing a smart defense, making that right call.
For sure.
Or they're just, you know, trying to apply that pressure and it's just being matched by STMA, whatever it is. Minute left now, STMA, you got to get it going.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. Potential freeze. Unlucky.
Jeez, unlucky stuff tonight. All right, all good, all good. But hey, you know, we had a interesting one going there. I was kind of touching on it before we had that freeze. A 1-0 lead right now for the side of SJP, and they're trying to find a way to get that 2-1 lead in the series. My question for you, kind of like, what do you think the momentum is going to be going forward if you do get that win after this 1-0? I mean, obviously, that's not like massive dominance. Okay, there's the second on the board. Now you're starting to extend things a bit.
Nice Clue, second of the game. 2 shots on goal, 2 goals for Clue. I mean, that's got to be confidence, right? 24 seconds left. You've shut him out this far. Why not finish it?
Well, 18 seconds on the board. STMA, get a move on here. You've got to find something. You've got to do it right now. It could just be a dagger in the side. There it is.
Clue takes this one. Like, this one was gonna go. Like, they missed it, but Clue's like, you know what? I'll take the tap in. I'll take the tap in.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
I mean, that's the dagger, right? That you're not coming back from 100%. That one if you're STMA. So that's going to be 2-1 for SJP. As STMA, maybe they'll try to find another one off the bat to just add some sprinkle of hope in there for this one. But nonetheless, SJP so far so good. That is going to be a done deal and a bow on the gift of that one. As now we head on over towards the next one where SJP, they could win it right here and they could defeat that team that's 1-0.
Yeah, dude, you're feeling good after that one. If you're St. John's Prep, defensively sound game, right? You kept them off the scoring sheet, and really Clue coming through with some big goals in that one. You kind of feel like you found your stride, right? Game 3 is a really big shower in that aspect, and I think that St. John's Prep really dominated in that Game 3.
Yeah, you're completely right. I think that St. John's Prep, you really look at the way that they played that one out. Obviously, it wasn't like this insane amount of goals, right? But it was the goals that mattered, and it was Clue going absolutely massive for this squad. I'm definitely going to be keeping my eyes on him going in towards this next game, but nonetheless, I think that is exactly what you needed. You get that comfortable 2 right there. Now you're feeling good going into this last one. STMA, unless they can pull something out of the boot, I don't know if they're going to be able to take this one away.
You know, I don't think they're quite out of it yet, right? They still do have a shot to kind of bounce back into this. They were able to show that in game number 2 when they came out and they were able to get on the scoring quite early. So I think that's going to be a key difference maker, right? They got to come out firing early on because it was the opposite in that game 3. It felt like St. John's Prep were able to get control early on, and then we kind of played their tempo and their style of game. So we'll have to see if STMA can bounce back here in game number 4.
Let's get after it. Game numero 4. Here we go. SJP trying to close things out. STMA looking to find one on the board, and Kadictrix, that was maybe the start that we were talking about that you needed, but you're still applying the pressure at least. We'll see how it continues.
Yeah, I mean, looking after it. Oh, a shot gonna go not the way Kadichrix was looking for, but a nice opening nonetheless, right? That gets a little bit of wind into your sails if you're STMA.
4.5 minutes so far in the first 30. No dice for either team, but that's okay. This is kind of how things went last time. Just got to feel it out, figure out when your opening is, play it safe. As Kadichrix already looking to be there for the defense, and now outwardly the offense, of course, as he looks to find something, but Clue for you if you're STMA, but no, Kadichrix again there to save you. This guy's putting in the work.
Ooh.
He's able to get the demo. Oh
Wow,
my
that's so
god,
unlucky. That
no,
is so
you
unlucky.
don't want to let that one happen. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, they got to brush that one off, though. Still plenty of game time left. Things like that happen, right? And that's just the way it is. Rocket League is a game of opportunity, so you just got to go out and get that next chance. But they're buzzing, right? St. Thomas, or sorry, St. Michael Albertville is buzzing right now. Plenty of scoring opportunities. Another one just like that, not quite going to reach. But I like what I'm seeing from this red squad so far.
Yeah, so far so good. I think that Kadichrix really is that player to pay attention to. Been doing anything needed for this team to be successful going into this game number 4. As he's just not quite able to round things out with a goal just yet, but so far 2 minutes gone off the clock officially now. Neither one able to get something on the board, but what I am noticing, Skep, is that this ball is playing over towards that blue side a lot more consistently. STMA, they're really applying that pressure a bit more here. I don't know what the switch up is. A ramp up of aggression. Maybe shots like that could have been so close. Whatever it might be, STMA making this one definitely competitive.
No, for sure, right? And that's exactly what we asked for, and that's exactly what they had to do. They're down 1 in this series, Epiphany. They got to come out in game number 4 and earn a game number 5.
Ooh, so close over towards the top side. SJP, you can feel it. It is just about
Tacti.
to go in, and Tacti, he's able to come back with a strong goal right in. As Dylan just not able to reset that one quick enough. Now it's all about the action from STMA. Eyes on them.
Yeah, St. John's Prep find that opening goal. It took a while for it to happen, but now with just over 2 minutes left to play, St. Michael Albertville are feeling the pressure. Wow. Tacti added some to it. Nice setup ball from Clue here, and then Tacti comes swooping in, first man to the ball, and a beautiful chip shot off the bottom of that post, and in top cheddar. I mean, that's dangerous.
SJP, what can you do now? Extend that score lead, or are you just going to play this one comfortable? How much is your fudge factor? How much do you want to risk it? Talk about risk, though.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it could go right in, but no, it goes a little bit too high.
Man.
I was about to say these guys are consistently just getting so unlucky. Oh, and speak of the devil, Tacti, able to get it in.
Yeah.
That one is brutal right there.
So Tacti's got a magnetic horseshoe that has taken all of the luck from St. Michael Albertville. The post shots in this final game 4 right now. After that, and adds to a big third goal. I mean, that is just tough. They got to find a way to breach this this scoreless 0, and they got to put one on the board here, Epiphany. They're running out of time.
Yeah, running out of time. Looks like we have another freeze.
I think there we go. I see it now. Oh, good. SJP, 3-0 up. A minute left on the clock. STMA
started to let that time dwindle a little bit too much, and now you're putting yourself in jeopardy by letting that ball be over towards your side. Doom is impending upon you. We'll see how things go here in the last 51 or so, as STMA is going to do anything they can to get back on the board.
Man, yeah, this is looking rough for the side of red. 40 seconds left. A big opportunity, but the communication's feeling off now too. It feels like they're trying to play hero ball. 30 seconds on the clock. Scoring chances. Running out of time. Big shot. Nice save, though. 20 seconds left. And it feels like this one is all but done here, Epiphany.
Yeah, this is looking to be over here relatively soon. As STMA, there is just simply not much left that you can do. You are looking to be deep in the weeds, and unfortunately, your record is going to go to 1 apiece now. And SJP sitting at a solid 1-1, right?
Yeah,
Solid 1-1,
that's the
1
bounce
apiece
back.
for each of them now.
Yeah, not bad at all from St. John's Prep. Able to bounce back, find a win in their week 2 series against a team that found their win in a 3-0 fashion week 1, right? So that's an impressive win for St. John's Prep to bounce back here and come out with a 3-1 victory.
Yeah, tippable for sure. Those guys definitely put in the work, obviously, to get things better off against a team that started off strong. So we'll see how they go. We'll see if they rise on the up and up moving forward. But, man, a good start.
Yeah. And, not a bad showing from St. Michael Albertville as well. They played a solid squad in St. John's Prep. They're definitely, still feeling good, sitting at 1-1. Nothing wrong there. An opportunity to go back. And, you were on stream, so you get to watch VOD,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Courtesy of Mnvl, that's always a blessing. Caster volume on or off, that is your preference. No harm either way. No feelings will be hurt. But because sometimes you got to get in, you got to lab.
Got to lock in.
It's more about talking about teamwork, talking about the rotations, talking about the things that you could have done better. It wasn't a bad showing. I really think that St. Michael Albertville played good in that game number 4. They had a lot of unfortunate bounces that didn't go their way, and that's just the way that things will go sometimes. So nothing wrong. Still feeling good, but a proper win for St. John's Prep.
Yeah, proper win for sure. But I think overall that St. John's Prep, definitely a good start. We'll see how they decide to continue. But I believe we're going to actually toss it to a break here while we get our next one ready to go. We got a nice one coming up. I believe it is going to end up being, where is it? It is going to be Shakopee versus North. It's going to be a good one. Shakopee 0-1, North 1-0. Should be interesting. So to see how that one goes, just stay here and grab a stack maybe during the break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
He just draws it out a lot more.
Yeah. Rupture Panda throwing that now. Rupture Panda kicking off
it's
the
Hodgepodge.
1-2. It's Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge
coming in with the
hot.
firebomb. That's gonna do it. Can't allow a freebie like that to close out a game that's been as tight as this one. The shot! Not gonna land it. The rebound denied! Are you serious? Don't tell me it's the third! Take fourth! What? What?
Wait, he might.
Wait a second.
Oh my goodness. He has it.
What?
What? From what?
He's running out of mana. But he's still bumping him.
Here at Concordia St. Paul, you will have the opportunity to earn a degree, make lifelong friendships, and play a game you love on an esports scholarship. For more information, visit csp.edu/esports.
And gentlemen, from our break, game in series number 1, I feel like definitely delivered, finished in a 3-1 fashion, but overall, Epiphany, you feeling pretty good after our first series of the day?
I am. I'm feeling good. I think that this is definitely going to be a tight season based on how things have gone. I feel like a lot of the games we've watched have been very dynamic, some back and forth that we may not have expected. So now we're going to be going in towards this next one with Shakopee and North. And North, obviously, they were that 1 seed going into state last season. So I'm expecting them to come out the gate strong versus Shakopee, who, by the way, 0-1.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of good things from the Shakopee squad in the past, so I'm not going to put an 0-1 start behind them. I mean, example in Exhibit A, we just had St. John's Prep come out 0-1, and they just won their series, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you never want to judge a book by its cover, especially because, like, dude, Rocket League, besides like the Valorant League, I think Rocket League and Valorant are the two most competitive esports in MNVL.
Very, yeah.
Just across the board, because like every single school is pretty good, right? So it's like, pretty good means like on any given day, one of these teams could come out on top, right? Like that's kind of the unfortunate truth. Like everyone is so skilled, so talented that the ball bounces in one way, one direction that you weren't expecting, and it could get the better of you. Obviously, that's not, the exact truth all the time. There's a little bit of, skill discrepancy here and there, but overall, it feels like these leagues have really delivered in terms of just natural skill across the board.
Yeah, upset potential. You're completely right. It is there when it comes to Rocket League. And, Shakopee definitely the ones to try to do it right now, considering they're at that position that gives them an opportunity to take down a team who placed pretty well at the last event. So now it's just going to really come down to getting that team play all together and good to go. And like you said, I think they definitely have what it takes. Shakopee, obviously, we've seen them before. They have some very good players on their side. They've got Brick, Shaco, Riot, right? These are people that we have seen on the sticks. And so we'll see what they decide to do today. But yeah, I think this is definitely going to be a good one, as North obviously going to try to keep some dominance, but Shakopee looking for the potential to try to take them down.
Yeah, I mean, North finishing with a medal at the end of last Rocket League season, so that's really good on them.
Yeah.
But now, you know, the big talking point is that transition back into threes play, right? Twos is a completely different game. We can't kid ourselves. The third man adds a completely different rotation system into the factor, and it just completely switches up how you play, right? Twos players that are normally on the twos server, when they transition over to threes, it takes a little bit of time for them to kind of accommodate and get in the swing of things, if you will, right? It's just a little bit different pace. So I'm excited to see. I know that this North squad is full of talented players. I don't think it's going to take them that long to get into the swing of things, but it definitely has a little bit of time of getting used to. So we'll have to see how it plays out.
See how it plays out right here, right now. Shakopee, North battling it out to get another one on the board, of course, and already talk about getting one on the board. Eisen trying to do exactly that, and the aerial coming through the speed. You see it here in this North squad. That is the main difference, is you just see consistent boosting, consistent cross-map pressure coming through. As Eisen, I mean, this guy is moving right now.
Yeah, I like what we're seeing out of the start here. Shakopee trying to keep this ball in the offensive zone, but a quick turn of events right here. As you can see, North in the blue, Shakopee in the red. Ooh, shot off the post and a big opportunity to follow up. Save from Angel. And big opportunity for Shakopee.
Yeah, big opportunity for sure. I mean, you're really starting to get close here. Riotical could maybe find something. Brickwall as well. Looking to line one up, and right now it's just all about that teamwork, working together as one, and you are getting so close so many times here. You're keeping things in the region that you want it to, but Angel, right now the job for you as well as Eisen is to get things back in control, move over towards that orange side, which is exactly what they're going to do.
Ball played down to Angel. Scoring opportunity.
Ooh.
Defended nicely by Shaco at the goal. Now Isian going to get that one taken away up top. Brick Wall finds that one from downtown. It's Shakopee. Lighten up that scoreboard first.
And Shakopee, we were mentioning it before, they have the potential to make this a truly interesting series, and so far, they have not disappointed. A nice initial goal to kick things off. Question, of course, is North going to find a way to rebound? Riotical trying to find a way to do just that. Or I guess maybe to get another one on the board for the Shakopee side, but nonetheless, North right now, good defense, moving things on over.
Nice ball here for the side of Shakopee, turned over. Isian trying to make a play on it, not going to happen. Now Brick Wall back the other way. Ball going to just bounce into the goal. North not able to get that one cleared out.
Yeah,
Man, oh man, that's that's tough. A nice opportunity to clear and just yeah, a hard miss on that.
Yeah, that one's got to hurt a little bit there. Shakopee now up 2-0. North, a possible blunder in that situation. We'll see if they're able to right their wrongs. As Eisen
down
now
2-0, that's tough.
Yeah, it's rough. But hey, you got 2 minutes 38 on the board. You got time to work with. We'll see if they can do something as the back and forth looks to continue. Shaco lining it up. A nice hit, but not quite enough, though, to move things drastically on over as Brickwall trying to keep things over at that north side, keep putting them in jeopardy time and time again. As we'll see where this ball goes eventually, but North right now, you need to find something. And again, an open goal, you can't let that happen.
That's just too easy. Beautiful shot pass. And that one going to go top shelf. The brick wall brought the sniper out today. 3-0 Shakopee getting out to the races here in game number 1. A nice opportunity off the bat of that kickoff. And now North definitely have to turn it up a notch if they want to get back into this game.
Yeah, North, the turn up needs to come through. You've got to find something. You've got to find it now. As Angel already off the bat here, moving things over towards that Shakopee side. This is exactly what you need. You need to find that goal. But then again, look at Ryotical carrying it with the aerial. Another good block coming through from Shako. That's going to make it that much harder right now for North to find anything to get on the board. But Angel, you might have lined it up. You might have got it. There it is. 1 on the board for North. Minute 37 on the clock.
Angel with the nice fake out. Doesn't actually tap it again. Goes up top, and the nice finish on the nose from Angel cuts the lead to 2. 1:37 on the clock here. Definitely enough time to make some magic happen, but they got to keep Shakopee off of the board for the remainder of this one.
Well,
good carry in.
I mean, right now, Ryotical just trying to find something over towards this North goal. You're able to do it. That's going to be the padding that you might need. But look at Angel back in control. Now suddenly losing it. Ball consistently posing a threat towards this Shakopee, or towards this North side, excuse me, as Shakopee trying to find something here, but it's just looking difficult to line up so far. Just got to take your time. Minute left on the clock to go now as North, it's going to start to come down to the wire.
Yeah. Just over 50 seconds of play left in this one. Shakopee bringing it back the other way. Save made by Angel, but that rebound all day long is going to find the back of the goal, and that's got to be the backbreaker, man. Nice first save. He tries to readjust the car. Almost makes the second save, man. That would have been an amazing play, but unfortunately not to be. And Shakopee showing that team play. And North missing a piece.
I mean, now 35 seconds left on the clock. It's looking real difficult. It is looking real slow to try to find something. It's going to be 1-0 up Shakopee against your number 1 seed from last season. In due time. As Eisen, he's going to do anything that he can, but to no avail. It's not going to work out for him as 14 seconds remain on the clock. This looked like a done deal. Maybe an extra one on top for extra measure. Shako, the one to do that.
Yeah, that's got to feel good for Shakopee at the end. Just add one more to the tally. Somehow that one finds its way through 2 blue defenders. They were both there to make the save, but neither one ended up able to do it. So, not sure how it snuck past them, but Shakopee going to nail game 1 going down in their favor. Not a bad start to this one.
No, not a bad start at all. And, you know, I think you look at Shakopee and you were talking about upset potential. We were talking about how it is definitely there. And, well, they're showing exactly why that is an important conversation to have, because they're up 1-0 and now North going to have to find a way to get things back on the board here. Maybe make this a competitive series.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Shakopee start to finish really had that one, it feels like, in their hands, right? They were controlling the ball a lot more, getting a lot more scoring chances, and it felt like North were just unfortunately on the wrong end and they were ball chasing a little bit. So they got to communicate a little bit more. They got to be able to set up, you know, a more solid rotation. It felt like Angel's trying to do too much. You know, he's got to have some of that pressure relieved off of his shoulders, and I think communication's a big part of that, right? Who's going, who's not going for the ball, right? That's a big thing. We see double commits. We see sometimes people not going for it, and that's just kind of what it's coming off to me as. So we'll have to see how things go in game number 2. But Shakopee really got things going right in their court.
They do. And, you know, I think you look at Shakopee and you look at the way that they have lined things up. I think the teamwork is on a different level right there. You look at the communication coming through clearly to line some of those goals up. It's obviously a component in their gameplay. So I'm looking for that to continue and maybe North to ramp up those comms a bit, because, you know, this is kind of something that can happen after you do good in a championship, is you maybe start to slack off a bit, you start to have some of that confidence. Now it's all about waking back up, getting back to that final form. Not to say that they have slacked. Shakopee obviously looking very, very good, but we'll see if North can bring out their best selves going into this next game here.
Yeah, we'll have to see indeed. Shakopee right back to the races, though, here, Epiphany. Right back to shooting shot after shot, man. Rapid fire.
All right. There you go. A demo comes through. Okay.
I love a demo.
Gotta love it.
You just no need to say anything. You just kind of let it happen. Nice to know ya.
Yep.
Wow. Shot just a tad bit high. Shakopee again getting plenty of scoring chances within the first minute of play here.
Plenty. And, you know, here's the thing for me is I think that Shakopee, if they're just able to try and line this one up a bit slower here, maybe reduce that speed in order to get that goal going in, just get that set up, they'll be all good. Of course, you want to keep that ball over towards that north side, but so far, they've been doing a great job of that. Another demo comes through, and opportunities are afloat right now to get something moving. But so far, no good on the hit through, but Ryotical able to consistently keep things at bay. Maybe this is what you need, Eisen. What a beautiful block.
Yeah, that was a big save. Big time save right there. Keeping this scoreless, Epiphany, is exactly what you needed. A rifle goes off the crossbar. Shakopee's chances not shying away.
No, not at all. And now it's going to be all up to figuring out how to get something going in these 3 minutes here for both of these teams. So far, it's been a slow one. But obviously, lots of time to do it. My goodness, so close. You tried, but you just don't succeed in that instance. And every time that ball moves on over towards that Shakopee side, denied entry. I don't want to jinx it. We'll see if this is going to be exactly what Shakopee need, though. Some quick boost, some action. No, a block. Angel able to find the block there, and then the top post. The top post again, and then the collision over towards the goal. An unfortunate series of events as Shakopee continues to try to get one on the board.
This is an absolute battle between these two squads right now here in game number 2. Neither team willing to give an inch.
And now, I mean, you got 2 minutes left, and you haven't even seen a goal from either team yet. The speed, obviously, there. These teams playing so quickly across the map.
Big bump.
And that is another example of it. What is that?
Post.
Oh my god. Consistently, you're just not able to get it in because of a hero defensive play coming through from both of these squads.
Wow.
The post maybe coming in clutch, whatever it is. Maybe right there. No, of course not. Neither team able to get anything going.
Yeah, man, this is getting out of hand. Both teams making astounding defensive efforts. Finally, not going to happen yet.
Of course not.
I was thinking that looked like it, but still, North says no.
North says no. It's a good saying right there, and they should adopt that one. But
I got a trademark.
there it is. There it is.
Shako says yes.
Shako says yes. He's able to get it in. Beautiful setup right there. You can see that.
Yeah, good assist from the brick wall.
Yeah. And now, 1-0 up. Shakopee so far so good. North all on you. The pressure is on. What are you going to do to get one on the board?
You got to figure out a way. A 1-0 game is much closer than a 5-1 game that they just suffered in game number 1. So if you're North, you got to feel like this is the game, all right? Like, we get one, we make the push for overtime, and we can take this one away. So we'll have to see if they can make that push.
Well,
uh-oh. This is trouble. Big save! What a ridiculous save.
Yeah, that's a good
40
save.
seconds left.
I mean, but look at Brickwall consistently applying that pressure. Nothing for him just yet, but now Shako looking to line things up. The rest of North looking to line things up. The same again. Close instances here. But both teams a little bit on a struggle, and Shakopee, that one is, of course, enough to go up 2-0 in the series here. North, you need to find something, and you need to find it now.
One Down to time, 15 seconds and counting here, Maniac. North, perhaps on the receiving end of a 2-0 start to this set. I might have said Maniac. That was a mistake if I did. My goodness,
I heard
Epiphany.
it, but I wasn't gonna say anything. But
Oh dear goodness, thankfully, I'm never not thinking about our lovely production. Dude, I don't know where my brain wandered off to right there. That was a mystery. 2-0
One of the many
Shakopee.
mysteries. And
Make it a
also,
3-0
that's a
Shakopee.
mystery. How does that happen? Right off the bat, a beautiful opening for Ryotical.
I can't believe I said Maniac. That is comical. 3-0 Shakopee, folks.
Oh, man.
A 2-0 start to the series. Man, oh, man. I mean, not a bad start at all, man. Shakopee's feeling good. You know, we're all jokes here, man. Maniac's on my mind,
Jokes.
and he's not even my co-caster. It's crazy. It's because we're playing Rocket League. You know, that's the real reason I'm thinking about him. Ex second place medalist himself. You know, a true sportsman. A true sportsman, if you will.
He said thanks. Well, anyways, Shakopee 2-0 up, able to get that nice flurry of goals there towards the end part of that game, and North just not able to find anything, man. I don't know. Like, what are they going
They
to
were
do?
close. They were close. You know,
Yeah.
Shakopee had obviously, you know, tons of scoring chances, but North were doing a great job defensively. They just were not able to find that last push to put one away themselves. And that was the difference maker, like we saw. You know, sure, Shakopee score a few in the last few seconds, but overall, a 3-0 finish to game 2. It's got to make you think, you know, are North still in this one? Are they just a little bit out of Shakopee's skill range, right? Like, does Shakopee have a little bit more in the gas tank? Or can North kind of make this reverse sweep a reality? We'll have to see.
We'll have to see. I think when it comes to North, you know, if you talk about teams that have potential to do a reverse sweep, I'd say I would definitely point to North as being one of them. They have what it takes, you know, the caliber of players on this roster. So maybe it's just about settling into that 3v3 format, whatever it is. Shakopee, they've settled in. It looks like they're trying to find a way to close it out.
Yeah, Shakopee have felt comfortable in these first 2 games, and whenever a team feels comfortable on the Rocket League pitch, it is a dangerous feeling, Epiphany, because they're able to make and go for plays like this. Shako sets it up, chases it all the way in, and finds the dunk on Lard over top, and a beautiful 1-0 start. Only took them 12 seconds to get that first one here in game number 3.
Yeah, Shakopee feeling themselves now. That's going to be a good first goal to kick things off, and North already in the back seat, going to have to find a way to move their way forward. It's going to be North trying to find one. Chaco, maybe just the one to find another one for his own. Okay, all right, North, I see your game. Lard,
That's big.
able to be the one to do it, and Chaco, he almost helped him in that instance, right? He almost set it up, and
I mean, definitely
unfortunate.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that danger zone that we are talking about earlier. Whenever you go for that in front of your goal clear, you got to kind of, if you can, peek over, see where those opposite players are, because they're going to disallow any kind of passing play. I mean, it's just a free setup, right? You see Lard take full advantage. North tied this thing up at 1-1 at a crucial time. Ooh, big shot from Angel. Wow, that is a dirty little flick play there.
Jeez.
Look at that.
Look at the carry.
Flip reset.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
That's perfect shot placement, too. I mean, you can't put that in a better spot.
I mean, maybe reverse
We love
sweep
that.
mode activated. I don't know.
And that's a 2-1 lead. First lead
Yeah.
of the series for North.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was looking for in them. And now North trying to find a way to get maybe a couple more on the board, or Shakopee to find one of their own. Chaco looking to get the hit off here. So far, all about playing over towards that north side, and oh, it's just going back and forth. Skep, I don't know. It seems like
Yeah, I
Shakopee
know.
right now, it's just looking a bit difficult to keep that ball in your control.
All it took was one goal for North to really start pushing for some more offensive plays, as you see Angel going for another here. So, a little bit of an icebreaker, if you will. 3:35 to play. The brick wall, not able to find one. That was a close shot, though.
It was, and now Shakopee One
Angel.
on the board. I mean, you got to find something here. North now looking for another one. A demo comes through that could help things out. As Ryotical trying to line this one up. It could be perfect. It could be beautiful. Is the defense going to be there? The speed.
Wow.
It is not. God, that one
setup
hurts
was
to
there.
watch. Yeah, the setup was so much there. Just no boost. And now maybe you can pedal off of where the ball is now. Just kidding. All the way over towards your side again. Now you got to play defense.
I mean, big scoring opportunities coming out from both sides. Shakopee desperately clearing the D zone at all costs right now. They cannot afford to give another one up, but as I'm talking about it, I mean, dude, 3-1 North. They find the long ball goal. It's the Sandlot pass from Angel over to Asian. Had to walk that one over to him directly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised right now, definitely by this result. I feel like North, I mean, they've really started to ramp it up. But now you look at Shakopee, looking to find something. But every time they get so close, they're just not quite able to finish it out. Aizen, are you able to find one? No. The answer is going to be a resounding no to that. But still, that ball constantly in the danger zone for Shakopee as they're just trying to get things moving in their favor here. It's looking difficult.
Now Shakopee not finding as plenty of scoring chances as they were in the games prior. North taking full advantage. Angel adding to the tally, and they find themselves up 4-1. This is huge coming out of North.
Absolutely. North, it's looking like they might lock this one in. Maybe Shakopee, the turn-up, though, comes through. 3 is not too difficult in 2 minutes. We'll see if they're able to lock it down. As now we kick things off on the next hit. Already Angel looking to add another one to the name of North. But no dice on that one as Shakopee just trying to find something here. We'll see what they can do.
$140 to play. Shakopee down a handful of goals at this point, now at 3. Things starting to be a little bit tougher for them to claw their way back into it. Granted, they're up 2-0 in the series so far, but I think definitely expecting a little bit better out of themselves here in game number 3.
Yeah, you know, I'd say you're right. I think when you look at North and you look at the way that they have played overall, this is kind of what we were expecting out of them going into game number 1. I'm still very hopeful for Shakopee, though, to try to get this series. I think that it's very much possible. We'll see how it goes. Look at the demo come through. You look at the goal come through. Ryotical. That is absolutely massive. And I need to get 2 more on the board. That's the more difficult task to do in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you find that one. 2 in a minute is definitely doable.
Yeah, for sure.
It just is a matter of, you know, how long does it take you to get that first one? That is the big question. Shakopee trying to waste no time, trying to get this thing in the offensive zone. And a dangerous ball. Good clear from Angel. Good takeaway. Shako. Nice ball. The tap in doesn't happen. Nice defense from North.
Yeah, and that's what North do so well. Whenever they need that defense, they are all there like a cluster. And Shakopee, I mean, they're consistently denied any entry into that net. You can see them just trying to line it up, and it is just so hard. I feel like the pressure is so constant coming out of North right now going into this one, and that's going to allow them to take this game away pretty much here. And Shakopee, I mean,
North,
there's just nothing you can do, man.
not done without a fight. North clawing back into this one, tooth and nail, and we will head to a game number 4. I mean, a really solid set there for game number 3, right? Shakopee coming into it up 2-0, feeling confident, feeling like they got a 3-0 on the lookout, and it's North coming out. All it took was 1 goal, right? They went down 1-0. You're thinking, oh, geez, is this going to be another runaway? And then to score 4 unanswered, I mean, that was pretty big.
That's pretty big. I'd say that overall North, like, that kind of momentum doesn't just dissipate away. I think that is something that stays. So we'll see how things go here. I don't want to say reverse sweep yet, but on the other hand, that is a really big turnaround in a game number 3 there. So we'll see how game number 4 goes, but I have a feeling North are going to be doing pretty well going into this one. We'll see how it happens, though. We'll see if Shakopee are going to be able to find something.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to feel good if you're North, because considering games 1 and 2, you scored a total of 1 goal to come out and bury 4 in game number 3. You're feeling
Right.
over the moon. You just got your first of the series, and now you're 1 game away from tying it up. So, I mean, just why not have a day, right?
Yeah, why not? Field day.
We'll have to see how it goes. North and Shakopee going at it right now. A solid set so far. Surely game 4 going to deliver to the standards that we've seen.
Without a doubt. And, game 4 obviously is really where things get very, very interesting, because Shakopee, obviously, opportunity to close things out, or maybe you just give another ounce of momentum to North and they can push that game number 5. We'll see how it goes.
Excited for this one. Still 1 more series to go after it tonight, folks. Rocket League always delivers on the fun factor.
Would be to get the board early, and that is not what I just said at all.
That is not what you just said.
Not
This is
what I just said at all.
That would be North's game plan, and that's Angel putting it where Grandma keeps the cookies.
Well, a good start for North. We'll see how things continue here. Right a goal. Maybe the guy to get a goal. I feel like he's consistently the one to do it, but over to the
What a
top
save
side.
from
Oh
Angel.
my god. Angel flying down from the heavens above.
Wow.
Able to get the
Last
block.
second save.
And again, another one. God, he's just doing it all.
The defensive effort that North has put up has been astounding. But now they have to continue to survive this onslaught of Shakopee attackers.
Shakopee, all you. What can you do? That kind of rhymes. That's nice. But hey, North, trying to find one. It could be another one on the board. It's so close. Angel, the defense and offense, man, he's trying to do it all. But Chaco as well, looking for the same, but a demo comes through. That's going to be North just looking to get things back on over towards that Shakopee side. The defense, of course, looking to be there the same. But, I mean, you look
Good
at the way
50.
that this one is being played out. Shakopee at least bringing on the fight.
Yeah. I mean, surely wanting to step up. You know, you are trying to avoid a game 5 at all costs. But right now, North putting up a great, sound defensive game so far. Angel trying to carry this one downfield. It's on Shakopee to tie this one back up.
Wow.
Good ball
I mean,
is
it's
in.
just-
Wow.
Wow.
2-0 North. Game number 4, you said it, Epiphany. You said that kind of morale. And game number 3 wasn't going to shy away. And right now, North proving that.
Yeah, I mean, that just doesn't go away, right? Like, you have that kind of dominance, and it is just never going to leave. I feel like that kind of turnaround is just something that you see, and it, unless it gets shut down in Game 4, obviously, it's just not going to go away. And so, it makes me even more anticipatory of a reverse sweep. We'll see what happens. As now, I mean, Shakopee just trying to get one on the board. Like, just one. We'll see what they can do.
I mean, we'll have to see. North are putting up a fight at every step of the way. A big shot off the post. Now we're going to bounce up high. A huge save from Angel. My goodness. 2 minutes of play left in this one.
I mean, Burkwall trying to line things up here for a solid defense. And now the offense looking to come through, but look at Aizen as well. Ball in hand, he's trying to move things along. Angel the same. The pressure being applied by Shakopee. Is it enough? No. Angel again moving things along quickly. Now Aizen carrying it. The mechanics are on point. No angle just yet for the goal, but so close.
So close indeed. And now shot a little bit high. Shakopee starting to feel that pressure. It's starting to weigh on him. A minute 20 left, down 2-0. And here comes Angel on another chance. Not quite going to find it. Big opportunities.
Come on. Shakopee, are you going to
Uh-oh,
get something
here it is.
here?
Here it is.
Oh, there
big
it
goal
is.
from Shako.
And that is exactly what you
massive
needed.
goal.
Exactly what you needed going into
Perfect
this
pass.
last minute. Beautiful
the
setup. Now
bar
it's all
down
about
finish.
the next one.
Indeed, man. Now Shakopee breathed that life back into that camp. 1:02 to play. Can you make this happen? Ryotical, not going to happen. The save from Angel. Up off the roof, the follow-up shot. Asian clears it to the corner, and now it's Angel. Trying to get this one out, but Epiphany. It's Shakopee applying the pressure.
Pressure is absolutely on. You've got to just keep that ball in that north territory. Are you going to be able to keep it that way? Lard, looking for the solid defense, but the rest of Shakopee, they got to be here. They got to have their presence known and know the angle again. Not there. And Angel looking to pick it up, but look at Brick Wall for the lineup. Maybe once again, midfield is his. You don't have time to work with those Shakopee. They're trying to apply the pressure, but it is so difficult. It might even be another one on the board for North.
8 seconds left, time winding to a close. Shakopee, can you make this run? They're going to have to bring it all the way downfield. Airborne, at least for now. Ryotical trying to kick it over to a teammate. Brick Wall steps up. Shakopee with a chance on this one. Ball will drop, and it will be pushed to a game number 5. North showing that they got a lot more dog in them than Shakopee was accounting for after 2.
Yeah, and that's kind of the interesting thing, right? Because we were talking about Shakopee. We were talking about after that game number 1, that reverse sweep potential after game number 2, right? So, or sorry, not reverse sweep potential, the overall potential of an upset, because Shakopee, they really do have what it takes. We were talking about how they are a very good team, but now North, I mean, another good team, right? Like, this is what happens when you get to this level. This is exactly what you were talking about. So we'll see what North is going to be able to do here, but the momentum completely on their side. That 1 seed definitely does not just die out. We'll see what happens.
Man. No way. There's no way a 1 seed should ever die outright. It should be a fight till the dying last seconds of everything, right? That's what a number 1 seed should stand for. And that's exactly what North are showing right now. They're fighting tooth and nail to get back into it. In what looked like Shakopee dominant set, what looked like a 3-0 has now quickly turned into the opposite. We've got a nail biter. We've got one that's going to be remembered for some time. It's a game 5 coming up in a few seconds, folks. Both these teams are going to be revved up and ready to go, man. I know I'm hyped up, Epiphany, and I hope you are too.
I am. It's going to be a good one. Game 5 on the board now. Shakopee, can you shut down the sweep, or is North going to do the unthinkable? The story starts here.
Story starts here indeed. The opening moments are North favored, going after that Shakopee goal, trying to rattle them early and trying to maintain that pressure they've been riding from the last 2 games.
North pressure already looking to be applied, as you mentioned, and Lard, maybe the one to do it. Shakopee, that
Good
goal in
setup.
jeopardy. Aizen looking to line it up. This should be so free. No, it is not. Shakopee, they are there on the defense to try and thwart the efforts of North. But I mean, this is already looking rough. You just got to find something now. If you're Shakopee, get that first goal on the board.
Angel!
Put the other 2 games behind you, but of course Angel goes big.
Wow. Man, I was going to say Shakopee seem out of sorts. They seem like the communication isn't on point like it was in the earlier games. They're multi-committing and sometimes not even going for an open ball, and a player like Angel is going to punish that every single time. Epiphany, it's a 1-0 lead for North.
North. This is what I was talking about. This is that momentum that I was talking about. You win 2 games in a row like that off of the back of a player like Angel, you are absolutely slated to win a game 5. But we'll see what happens as Angel, the man on your screen, putting in the work. Consistent good defense out of the side of North, as they are already looking to add that offense. Orange side in jeopardy.
Yeah, man. And for the side of Shakopee, the passing isn't as much as it was before. It genuinely feels like the team isn't talking and working together as well as they were earlier. You know, it's starting to kind of get to them and weigh on them. And that's the unfortunate truth of the given circumstances of this set. When you're on the verge of being reverse swept, you are feeling it, right? There's no way you're not thinking about it. 3 minutes of play left. Now Shakopee desperately need to get a goal, right? That's the thing that's weighing on them the most, is the fact that they haven't put one in yet.
Well, North.
Good pressure. A triple commit right there from Shakopee. It's so uncharacteristical. I mean, you can see it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you look at Shakopee and you look at the aggression that they need to have. Obviously, you're going to try to do anything that you can. We'll see if they're going to try to get this goal going, but so far, I mean, you look at Brickwall, you look at a player like that, able to consistently be, exactly as the name suggests, a beautiful defender for this squad, as well as a great offensive player. The same, and things line up, but now 2 minutes left on the clock as Angel, he's trying to get another one on the board. Shakopee, the goal again, looking to be vulnerable. A demo comes through, but here's Aizen trying to find something again. No, not able to do it. As Angel, though, maybe the one to do it instead. Aizen, again, the speed. This guy's always using the boost. I feel like a characteristic of Aizen for sure.
Ooh.
Oof.
Man, oh man, back and forth. This is a high-paced game here, folks. 1:30 left on the clock. Just a 1-goal separation. Shakopee not out of this fight. Still just a moment or a shot away from punching their ticket back into it. All it takes is one opportunity. But right now, North denying it everything at all costs. Big chance for Ishin downfield. The tip in of the defenders. You can't be serious.
Anyway.
The bounce going the way for North. And it is all coming to a crumble. Shako the own goal. And that could do it.
That could be it. That's the
I don't
dagger,
know how
maybe.
you shake it off, man.
No,
Down,
I think the
up
answer
too
is no.
low. We'll have to see, but so far they've already shown shakiness in the play, man. That might have been the Jenga block to bring the tower down. Shots high, opportunities going wide.
Minute left on the clock now.
Big chance for Brickwall, but it goes wide. The clear downfield.
North trying
Angel
to do
with the
something
demo,
here.
the shot,
Oh,
and it's good.
Man.
Oh,
This guy, Angel.
my days.
You can't shut him down. It's consistently always a thorn in your side. Somebody take care of him, because he will always be a nuisance in the arena. 45 seconds on the clock for 3 goals for Shakopee. The dreams of taking down the 1 seed quickly flowing away, as they're gonna do anything that they can.
Ooh.
That's the first one. Ryotical, is it gonna line up for the next?
That's a big goal coming out of Shakopee. Big goal for Radical. Puts this one away. Ishin not there in time to make that save. And with 34 seconds left, you're in desperation mode, but there's definite possibility for Shakopee to make it happen. They need another one fast! And it hits crossbar and bounces out! There's no way!
Ain't no way.
Oh my goodness, and Angel's gonna tuck it. That's it. It's done.
That's GG's.
That bounce
That's GG.
is so unbelievably unlucky.
Yeah,
That's set. That's game, set, and match, son. You cannot make that up. Angel, the divine prophecy delivered today. Week 2 Rocket League in North. I mean, gonna somehow shock Mnvl Rocket League and make it happen.
Somehow,
That bounce was unbelievable.
some
doggy.
way, the turn up from Angel is unbelievably tippable. The guy has gone berserk in Brick Wall. You can get as many goals as you want in 6 seconds, but it won't be 4. That is an absolute turn up out of North for the reverse
My
sweep.
goodness.
I'm bewildered.
Unbelievable. I mean, we've seen it before. Shakopee still not going to stop the fight, but time going to say otherwise. And North going to make it happen, folks. I hope you are entertained. The reverse sweep has happened. Angel drops the "that was fun." And I think it was. And that's the alpha boost for a bit of a flex if you didn't understand what that little piece of Rocket League exclusivity was. Man, oh man. I mean, we knew that Series 2 was going to deliver. We were talking about it in the production call earlier in the day. We just didn't know how much of a treat we were in for, folks.
Yeah, truly was a treat. A reverse sweep on the second week of the streams, and that's definitely one way to check things out going into the beginning of the season here, because this is the competition, the competitive nature. We were talking about anything can happen. You never know.
Yeah, that's why you never give up on a series as well, right? You never, ever give up on a series. Any one of these teams can make it happen. North seemed disheveled. They seemed out of sorts in the early games, but guess what? They came together. They recollected. They gathered themselves, and they just pulled. I mean, one of the sickest reverse sweeps we've seen in a while.
Nuts. That was absolutely
nuts,
for
that
sure.
was awesome. It was awesome to see out of North. Props to them. Shakopee going to have to go back to the drawing board. That's a tough one to swallow, but in the end, a long season ahead of them. So we wish them the best of luck moving forward. But man, oh man, North feeling good after that one, folks. One more series to go. We have the Irondale Dark Knights taking on Totino Grace Egg Scramble. So stay tuned. Epic Game 3 in Series 3 to close out. I mean, we're going to have to go shake out the jitters after that action-packed Series 2, folks. Don't go anywhere. Plenty more Rocket League coming up after the break.
He just draws it out a lot more.
Yeah. Rubber Panda throwing that now. Rubber Panda kicking off
it's
the
Hodgepodge.
1-2. It's Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge
coming in with the
hot.
firebomb. That's gonna do it. Can't allow a freebie like that to close out a game that's been as tight as this one's a shot! Not gonna land it! The rebound denied! Are you serious? Don't tell me it's a third! Take it! What?
Wait, he might.
Wait a second.
Oh my goodness. He has it.
What?
What? From what?
He's running out of mana. But he's still bumping him.
Here at Concordia St. Paul, you will have the opportunity to earn a degree, make lifelong friendships, and play a game you love on an esports scholarship. For more information, visit csp.edu/esports.
ladies and gentlemen. We just had an action-packed Series 2, but before we get into that, I want to give a big shout out to our collegiate sponsor here at Mnvl, as you can see by that awesome bear logo on your screen beforehand and that ad. Concordia St. Paul, folks, is the only sponsor of Mnvl for collegiate right now. And I mean, that's a big deal, right? We've got a few high-level players here at Mnvl that are committed and going to the University of Concordia St. Paul in the upcoming fall semester. It is definitely an awesome school, providing scholarships for all of those who come in for the esports program. So if you are interested in the esports at the secondary schooling level, definitely give them a check out. And as always, CSP on top. But other than that, Epiphany, excited for game number 3 or what?
I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good one. We just had a banger of a matchup, but now we're moving things over towards Irondale versus Totino Grace. Both teams sitting at a solid 1-0 going into this one, so both trying to add that 2 to their name. Another one going to suffer a loss to go 1-1 at the beginning of the season here. That's the storyline we're looking at, and I think in general, of course, you start that 2-0, you're definitely going to be feeling good moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, both these teams, both these schools, a chance at a 2-0 start, right? Irondale Dark Knights were at state last season. They are looking to get back there. Totino Grace, I'm not sure if they made it there or not for Rocket League, So I remember a lot of teams, but, sometimes it is difficult. So please do not be upset if I can't remember every single time. I know the Dark Knights were there, though. So we'll have to see how Totino Grace can stack up, right? The good thing about that is when you play against a squad that has been and made it to the tournament, you can really kind of stack yourself up and really see kind of how you would favor, right? If you are to make it to that tournament, you can kind of compare and contrast given those kind of results. But we'll have to see how Totino Grace can handle themselves here, taking on a squad like Irondale.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think overall, you look at Totino Grace and, kind of the momentum that they may have had last season. I can't fully remember. It may not have been enough to get them to state. So right now, obviously, I think the big story is you're moving to 3v3. You want to get somebody in your squad that might be able to help you to cross over that line, and getting a win versus Irondale is obviously going to be a big thing to do that. You've already got one under your belt. Sure. So now you get that 2-0. I think you're really feeling good about possibly making it to state this time around. Obviously, that is far out from now, but nonetheless, I think you have definitely what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see, right? Irondale definitely, I feel like the favorites going into this third and final series of the night. We will have to see. As always, no series is a given as to who is going to come out on top. We just saw that firsthand in our last one. So excited to get into it and looking forward to a very good final series to close out our Monday Mnvl action.
Should be a good one. Yeah, we're just getting that lobby good to go and ready. But yeah, let's kind of look at the roster here. We got Irondale consisting of LJ, Dex, Blue Llama, and then Totino. It's going to be Sky, Relpers, and Exotic. So overall, I think I don't fully recognize a bunch of these players on here, but I'm obviously very curious to see kind of how they do coming out the gates and looking for those star plays. Obviously, I could cite Angel from the last game, and
for sure
he was on fire. That's how individual play can be so big sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, Angel was absolutely on one. Ijim was stepping up to play, and even Lard was stepping up to play through the latter half there. They had to come together. That was a collective team effort through and through for North. So, excited to see what team play is going to provide here in this third and final match, because it really is team play right at the end of it. And communication is huge. You saw the lack of communication, I think, come through in the end there for Shakopee. Multiple people going for the ball, and that leads to opportunities after that first scoring opportunity. So, I'm looking for good comms.
Good comms. They got to come through. We'll see how it goes. Game number 1, Totino Grace, Irondale. Let's kick it off. And, well, already Totino Grace in jeopardy, looking to find a way to get this one back in their favor. Maybe the one to do it. Going to be Exotics, but still, again, ball's shifting back into the control of Sky. But then another open goal comes through, and Dexter just able to get it right in for the side of Irondale. You're not able to touch if you're Sky. No defense there. Even LJ going in for the help. A nice goal.
Yeah, nothing against the early game plan here for Irondale. They get onto the scoring sheet early, starting out nicely. And Sky with a nice opportunity going back into the offensive zone, but not able to come down with anything.
Well, Irondale, quick momentum over towards that orange goal. Exactly what you might need right now. And it looks like that's for catch. But LJ ramping up the speed. Gonna get denied on that one, but Totino Grace moving things along here. Sky maybe the one to get something going, but still Dexter back in control once more. It could be open, but you're not quite at the right angle. No dice on that.
Not a bad opportunity, but going to be cleared out of harm's way. Now trying to bring this thing back downfield. Totino Grace, not a whole lot of scoring opportunities quite yet. Trying to get a feel for it. You know, game one, like we said earlier, normally that feeling out process. A big opportunity, and it's Irondale going to capitalize on goal number 2. Blue Llama puts that one away.
Yeah, and you know, you look at Blue Llama and the way that that goal goes in, it is almost just another example of Totino Grace just not being there for the defense. It's a lot of open goals, not really much of a battle going on there. Once you get that opening, it's a free hit in. As Exotic Swift tries to get one on the board so close. But defense, Irondale, they're on it.
Yeah, right now, Irondale spending minimal time in their defensive zone and maximizing their efforts in the offensive zone. Epiphany, things going right in the Irondale side of things as we speak.
Well, talk about things going well for Irondale.
Yeah. Need I say more?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes we're seeing some superfluous pushes coming out from Totino Grace where they're just kind of moving over towards sides of the field where they don't really need to be there, where they could just be at that goal playing a solid defense. And, well, here's maybe another example of it. Sky is trying to be there, just letting things open up. At least he's there that time around. That's going to be massive for the side of Totino Grace if they want to get anything going, but you got to find a way to start applying the pressure.
And a nice ball here from LJ. Looking for the bar dizzy shot. Cleared out just in the nick of time there. Totino Grace could not suffer to fall any further into this hole. And now going to add one to their tally and make it a 2-goal game. Good on Totino Grace to put that one away.
Well, you get one on the board. 1-3, 2.5 minutes left on the clock. That's time to work with. You can definitely get something going. We'll see how it goes. Irondale, 3-1. Relpers, though, trying to kick things off with a solid goal off the bat. Quickly, things moving over towards that Totino Grace side. They're starting to feel in jeopardy, but the aerial could come through. It's going to be Exotic Swift with a nice shot off over towards that blue side.
Now a solid ball played into the corner here. LJ kicks this one over to Blue Llama. And Irondale, just the time of possession feels heavily skewed in their favor. A nice shot. Going to be cleared out of time. 1:40 to play here, Epiphany. And right now, Irondale added to that tally.
Beautiful. I mean, this is exactly what we were looking for out of Irondale. Going into this matchup, guys that made state, they want to keep that dominance. And now Totino Grace trying to figure out how to get another one on the board, but a difficult task indeed. We'll see what Exotic Swift can do about it. As, again, that ball just not where you want it to be, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, for Totino Grace, they've been playing the chase game for a majority of this game, number 1, and that's going to continue as LJ going to put away his second of the game as Irondale find themselves up 5-1 now. And it's really good shot placement coming out from Irondale, right? These aren't easy shots to stop at all for Totino Grace. So Try to push this. Don't let this lead get too much of you, right? Be able to shake it off and move into game number 2 with some ease.
Yeah, and that demo's not going to make it that much better for your composure, but nonetheless, Irondale 5-1 right now. A very, very dominant and commanding start. We'll see what the continuation of it looks like going into the next game. Totino Grace, you got a little bit less than a minute to get 4 on the board. Not an easy task, but Irondale, the aggression, the openings have always been solid.
That was a close shot. The follow-up, good.
All right.
So they add their second to the tally with 45 seconds left to play and 3 needed. It's going to be a tough task to even this one up, but nonetheless, that one helps a little bit, helps the morale, shows you that you're good to score more than 1, right? Everything helps.
5-2 Irondale. 3 is necessary for Totino in 35 seconds. It is
and
not.
LJ gonna add to the tally. Man.
Now
That's
it's got to
a
be
hat trick.
4. And that's just not going to happen at that point. 33 seconds for 4 goals is pretty unrealistic. LJ, beautiful shot from the top.
It seems as though Irondale found those keys to success here in game number 1. And we'll have to wait and see what's in store for game number 2. But for Totino Grace, it's got to be come out of the gates firing earlier. You cannot let Irondale get out to a start like this. LJ adds to it again here. Carries this one all the way downfield and puts it away with a nice finishing touch there. 7-2 now.
I mean, 23 seconds. It's not happening. But, I mean, I think here's the big thing. Irondale, they're feeling confident. They're getting goals on the board. It's not just like they're getting a decent margin and then just playing defense. Like, no, they keep going for goals.
8.
Just like that. 8-2 is
Dirty double
brutal.
tap. Look
Yeah.
at Blue Llama's finish here. Boom. Post. Dizzy.
I mean, man, it's just, yeah. This is the Irondale that maybe we were expecting going into this one. Look, these teams want to know, of course, but
We'll see how they do going into game number 2, or if
This
Totino
is-
Grace has the turn up.
Yeah, man, this is meeting a true contender team, right? This is Irondale made it to the big, or not necessarily the big dance, right? But they made it to the big tournament, which is essentially enough, right? It shows that you're in the upper echelon of Mnvl Rocket League. This is a squad that is not to be trifled with, as they put up 8 Genos in the first game of this best of 5 series. I think it's going to be tough, but Totino Grace, they have to tighten up defensively and they have to find scoring opportunities earlier in this next game.
Yeah, you're completely right. I think when you look at Totino Grace and overall how they have played things, it's just not the speed, it's not the defense that I'm really looking for out of them. You know, they're not really making that presence known at the goal. They're not fully taking shots when they even can on Irondale. So you're just kind of allowing Irondale to open up those gaps in the defense, find those opportunities and take advantage of them, which allows them to get so many goals like that. It's not even just a solid defense after a couple goals. It is consistent goals over and over and over again. So even if you get one on the board, if you're Totino Grace, it doesn't matter. You have so many more to get.
Yeah, it really felt like an endless barrage there coming through for Irondale as they continued to pour it on. I mean, 8 goals. That is a heaping amount for game number 1. Folks, game number 2 coming up. Totino Grace, though, like we said, you got to find a way to score earlier in this match. That's frankly the only real way I see them able to get out and get kind of build the lead, right? Just because of the sheer amount of scoring opportunities that Irondale had in game number 1.
Well,
We'll have to see, though.
I mean, this is just where Irondale, you start off 0-1, then maybe Totino Grace starts to feel better and you lose that morale, and then things completely switch. But Totino Grace, it does start with that 1, right? It does start with finding that goal. As LJ, that is the start for Irondale that they exactly wanted going into game number 2.
Yeah, it feels like deja vu. Irondale getting out to the races here early as Dexter finds the finishing touches on that one. in an early hold that Totino Grace find themselves in. And man, oh man, not what the doctor drew up.
Not at all. Totino Grace. Got to get one on the board. Relper's maybe the one to do it. Got to get that momentum going. No, Dexter denies you very, very easily and quickly.
Wow. Tucks it.
A beautiful score.
Yeah, denies and tucks. A beautiful pass over from LJ. The tap up to himself and beautiful shot placement. I'm going to say it again. Irondale know where to shoot these balls, okay? They are always put in a spot that is tough to get to. Totino Grace not able to make the save in time. It's a 2-0 lead Irondale. Make it 2-1. Denied at the goal line. What a chance for Totino Grace.
Ooh, I have a bit of freeze on my end.
There we go. All good. Trying to find something here as we move things along over towards that blue goal here. Exotic
Maybe the one to do it. Nice carry a bit over. No, LJ able to deny it quickly. Pendulum swings once again in Irondale. A goal beckoning for them.
Minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and it's a double tap from LJ to put his squad up 3-0.
I mean, this guy's just putting in the work. You look at the aerial shots that come through. That is exactly why he is so successful. He's able to line things up from above so well. And Totino Grace, they're just not able to see that coming, not able to get the boost to get that kind of defense off. That is just mechanical talent right there. As Irondale, they're going to do anything they can to continue to extend this margin.
Yeah, I mean, this is feeling tough now for the side of Totino Grace. Yeah. Ball possession starting to lean in favor of Irondale again, and now that pressure is starting to come in. Unrelenting fashion. The rebound shot. The first shot doesn't go. The second shot doesn't go, but the third shot is where it's going to happen this time. Irondale, I mean, ceasing to give up.
Well, Totino Grace, so far, not so good. Irondale, on the other hand, so far so good. And, well, tough. As I say that, I mean, Sky able to get one.
That's a good goal. Yeah, that's a good goal. It's just hard for Totino Grace because they're making good saves. They're making good defensive efforts. The thing is, Irondale is going all in aggression and pushing forward. And shot after shot, it is unrelenting. I mean, legit, there is no time to breathe for the side of Totino Grace.
None whatsoever. Irondale consistently applying the pressure as things start to heat up. Nice little defense there from the side of the goal, but still open goal right now for the side of Irondale. Totino Grace, they can take advantage of it. Not enough speed. They're able to get there in time for the defense, and it hits the top anyways. But look at Exotic. Mechanics are in, trying to carry this one across. A nice defense comes through from Blue Llama.
Back and forth. 2 minutes. About 10 seconds of play left. Irondale still sitting nice defensively. Not a whole lot of scoring chances for the side of Totino Grace. And just eating away at that clock.
Can do as
That's a good
Irondale
shot.
Consistent, dominant performance right now. Sky trying to line up for another one. He was the one to get a goal for Totino Grace. Can he do it again? The answer right now going to be no. Man on your screen, LJ has been putting in the work. We were talking about star players at the beginning. He almost gets it in. Almost a direct carry into the goal as Sky looks to find another one. But again, just not quite finding the lineup just yet. That could be a big hit. But again, intercepted, not able to find it.
Yeah, I mean, still putting up a fight. Totino Grace trying their best, but still down 3. Just over a minute left in this one, Epiphany. And time is dwindling. Irondale trying to put on the finishing touches.
Four to one. Maybe not as dominant as the first game, but a good one still nonetheless. It's open. Are you going to get something going, Totino? The answer to that going to be a resounding no by a hair. You got
Shot off the
close,
post,
but it hit
not
the
too
side
bad.
post, and 30 seconds left on the clock. Irondale probably just going to play the defense here. Maybe an extra one to rub a little bit of salt in the wound, but whatever the decision's going to be, it's going to result in an Irondale 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness, this one, it goes scoreless for the last few minutes of play here, but overall, I mean, a well-controlled game from Irondale. They get up early on in it. 1 second still, gonna come down. And Irondale walk out 2-0 in the set now and looking to close things out in a proper 3-0 fashion this time. Epiphany makings for a reverse sweep are yet to be seen, but like I said, you cannot put the possibility of that to bed until game 3 is at about 0 to 1 second left with a multiple goal lead for the team at 2-0. So we'll have to see, but Totino Grace need to show life, and they have to show it from the get-go, man, because they can't fall behind. They won't be able to climb back into it if they fall behind.
No, they won't. I think it's going to be real rough right now for the side of Totino Grace going into this next one if they don't get something going. Irondale, you are on a roll. You are steamrolling. You are looking phenomenal right now on the arena. So we'll see what they're going to be able to do going into this next one. But I don't know. I'm feeling the 3-0 here. We'll have to see what Totino Grace can do. Maybe push it to the 4th. Maybe try to even make it a reverse sweep, but we've already seen one of those today. It's unlikely that it'll happen again.
I mean, yeah, it is tough. You use up a lot of that reverse sweep magic there in our second series of the day, getting the full-fledged game 5 and the cherry on top. So, I mean, we'll have to see. I think it's going to be a tough game number 3 nonetheless, but the thing that has stayed true is Irondale getting out to early leads, and if that follows suit, then I hate to say it, but we might have a similar result here in game number 3. Totino Grace got to shake it up.
Got to shake it up. Got to change something, change the game plan or whatever it is. But that guy, LJ, he's going to continue to apply the pressure no matter what the circumstance. 4.5 minutes on the clock to go. No dice just yet for either team, but the pressure being applied by Totino. Can they get something?
Good ball. Denied by LJ. And I'd love to see Totino Grace come out and get something, right? They got to come out and get one. They got to show Irondale that they have to respect them a little bit. They got to be able to get one and fight off these Dark Knights. But LJ has other plans. Hoo-wee. Look at this. A little bit of a shake around, and that's going in. Big time goal. Irondale up 1-0. Game number 3 action. Epiphany. Is this the start to the end?
It's looking to be the case. One on the board. 4 minutes left. Maybe a goal a minute. We'll have to see if Irondale is going to get to a total of 5. But Totino Grace, it's got to be something. Sky, you were the one to get it before. Can you do it again? No! The goalpost.
Man,
it will screw you over every time.
It's not friendly.
No.
And Totino Grace find out the hard way. Now, Sky trying to pull it back. Yeah. Denied for now. Irondale locking it down defensively. Trying to take away any life or possibility at a reverse sweep.
We'll see how it goes here as already pressure being applied over towards that Irondale goal. Is it going to be enough for Totino Grace? Answer to that going to be a resounding no. LJ, he's back in control.
Decent maneuvering here from LJ as we have a bit of a DC, I believe. Got to continue to play it out.
There we go.
Gonna continue to go for it. Unfortunate for the Totino Grace side as it is on one of their players.
I think they're
Join
thinking
back
they're
in the
going to
match,
reset,
so we should
but
be good.
yeah. Yeah, I like the sportsmanship there. They just kind of waited things out. But nonetheless, LJ right now looking to move things on over. Here's Dexter trying to find
Back out to the
something the
middle.
same, but hey, ball going over towards that Totino Grace, or
Ooh,
towards that
crossbar.
Irondale side. Totino Grace, can you do it? Again,
Oh.
no.
Not yet, but still working on it. Still opportunities. 2 minutes of play left in this one. LJ trying to carry it downfield. Dives under one defender. Can't quite tuck it away. Dexter now stepping up. The follow through. Not going to land it. And barely keeping it out of the goal. Totino Grace doing a good job defensively so far, Epiphany.
Totino Grace. Gotta get something here. Defense is solid, but you gotta get a goal. And LJ
Wow.
again, he goes big.
There it is.
Is that it?
Nope.
Oh my god, he got it!
Wow.
Oh, I thought that was surely a goal.
LJ the saboteur. And then he comes down
Wow.
and he tucks one himself.
Wow, that's payback in an instant. That's tough. That is real tough.
My goodness. That is most definitely tough there, Epiphany. A 2-0 lead for Irondale. And they're up 2-0 in this series. The posts have not been kind to Totino Grace. And at this point, you got to start to feel the 3-0 is going to be coming to fruition.
Yeah. I mean, Totino Grace. It's in the scoreline already. 3-0 Irondale in the game and possibly in the series. Minute left on the clock. We'll see if they're going to just choose to get more on the board or just choose to play the defense off. As this is looking like sheer and pure dominance. Totino Grace, consistently every time they go for something. Unequivocally denied.
Yeah, it's not Totino's series today. They ran into a very tough opponent in Irondale. A nice goal here in the closing seconds, though. Not put to bed quite yet.
Well, I mean, you got 37 seconds to get 2 on the board. I guess it's not completely unheard of, but it's not likely either.
Irondale's played a great defensive set so far this series, so you really don't think it's super likely, but we'll have to see. 20 seconds and counting. Irondale, moments away from closing out the 3-0.
It is beckoning. It is almost here. Totino Grace, I'm sorry, but it is GG's. Go back to watch the VOD. Maybe add on another one for extra measure if you're Irondale. Dexter just sprinkling another one in with the help of LJ. A beautiful setup and a beautiful lineup, but that is going to be it. Irondale, they take it away.
Yeah, props to Irondale. They are chasing a solid record on the season. They know what it takes to make it to the state tournament, and they are wasting no time in dispatching Totino Grace today in a 3-0 fashion. A really solid series to close out the day from reverse sweep and the series prior to Irondale showing some really solid team play, right? That's frankly what that was. And they just played a sound 3 games. So, not really much else to put that one to rest with.
Yeah, for sure. Super, super solid. And, now at this point, you're looking at Irondale and you're looking at the dominance that they have. It makes you curious, like, how would Irondale do against some of these other teams? How would they do against, like, SJP, whatever it might be? But anyways, a good game out of Irondale. We'll see what they have to say. We're going to have an interview with LJ, the guy who is absolutely on a tear in that game right after this break, folks. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, we got an interview.
He just draws it out a lot more.
Yeah. Rupture Panda throwing that now. Rupture Panda kicking off
it's
the
Hodgepodge.
1-2. It's Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge
coming
coming
in
in
with
hot.
the firebomb. That's gonna do it. Can't allow a freebie like that to close out a game that's been as tight as this one. The shot! Not gonna win it. The rebound denied. Are you serious? Don't tell me the third! Take it! What? What?
Wait, he might.
Wait a second.
Oh my goodness. He has it.
What?
What? From what?
He's running out of mana. But he's still bumping him.
Here at Concordia St. Paul, you will have the opportunity to earn a degree, make lifelong friendships, and play a game you love on an esports scholarship. For more information, visit csp.edu/esports.
in the closing moments of our stream. But first, I want to introduce our interviewee of the night. It is LJ from Irondale. LJ, how are things going tonight?
Going amazing. We'll definitely take that win 2-0 on the season. I like it.
Heck yeah. What a way to start out the season, man. You guys got to be feeling right. That was looking like some really solid gameplay. I wanted to start out my questions for you tonight, LJ, with asking, what are your guys' goals as a team this season?
Oh boy. We got fourth last season. I was pretty happy with that, but I'm hungry. I want more. I want to get top 3, and yeah, so that's what we're shooting
For
for.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to ask you, right? You just had a very dominant win. In the most simple form, I want to ask you, how are you going to continue that? How do you want to continue that kind of dominance moving forward into your next matches?
Just putting in the work, scrimming, making sure everyone's putting in their hours, and yeah, just keep on the grind.
Awesome. Yeah, and kind of building off of that with the team that you have, we're obviously transitioning from a duo to a trio format here, and I'm kind of curious, like, how are you settling in with your trio right now? You guys feeling comfortable, kind of at the second week?
Yeah, we're feeling pretty comfortable. There's definitely a few kinks
Mhm.
to work out. Like our rotation is kind of sloppy, so that's something to clean up. But after we do that, I think we'll be pretty well off.
Awesome.
For sure. LJ, I've got one more question for you. You're talking about wanting to be top 3. That means a whole lot of tough teams in that upper echelon. If you had to give me one true contender that you feel gives you guys your hardest shot, what team would it be and why?
Oh boy. I'll have to think. Egan claims to have a really good roster, but then there's always number 1 last season, Rogers, who will be scary.
For
So
sure.
probably definitely one of those
For
two.
sure. Yep. Not bad answers at all, LJ. We appreciate your time. I want to give you these closing moments. Any shout outs, teammates, coaches, family, whoever you want, this time is yours.
Yeah, of course. Of course, shout out to my family, my teammates, Dex and Llama. Then the homies, of course, they always support me, and yeah, shout out to the grind, keeping me
For
up.
sure. For sure. We'll appreciate the time, LJ. I hope you and the Irondale squad have a good rest of your season. Have a great rest of your Monday night.
You too.
Appreciate it. Well, Epiphany, as always, we come to the closing moments of the MNVL stream, the only sad part of the MNVL stream. But with that comes good news. Another day, another MNVL stream. We're going to have some Smite action for everyone tomorrow. The debut of a new game on the MNVL Twitch platform. That is always a fun time in my book, and I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it too. It should be interesting. Haven't even seen Mnvl Smite yet, so I'll probably tune and check that out for a little bit. But
Heck yeah.
hey, gonna be a good one. So guys, that's gonna be it. I mean, great games today. I thought we had some pretty dynamic instances, but overall, season definitely heating up and looking interesting.
For sure. Couldn't have said it better. Folks, with that, we come to a close. Thank you all for being here on our Monday night MNVL Rocket League stream. Smite action tomorrow, and then we're going to close out the week with some other games. So stay tuned. Plenty more MNVL action. We'll catch you guys live at 5 tomorrow. Catch you then.